So for those of you that are joining when this video gets archived, like it's in a normal video, you can skip ahead to the live stream. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at this current roster because of course I have to make a few changes. So I have to make sure I'm on the correct roster. And I have done some few edits to the Vikings playbook, and I think that I made it pretty realistic to what Madden has in it. But let's look through here and see what we got to do. So Zimmer seems very high in Stephen Weatherly. So it looks like he'll probably get the start again at left end, and I probably have Daniil Hunter on the other side. I haven't heard anything about Dalvin Cook, whether or not he's expected to play or not. So if people pop in and want to tell me anything about that, I'm pretty sure he's still a little bit dinged up. But I'm going to assume Dalvin will be healthy. Well, this is probably stuff I should probably be looking up as we get going. But if somebody else can find that on the side. I know Diggs got hit pretty hard, and I think it probably should have been late out of bounds hit. But he will be I think he'll still play. I only know that he, of course, got right back into that game. So it shouldn't be a big thing there. Of course, Rudy. David Morgan's low-key a really big piece, and you saw it there. And you saw him, I gave him a buff all the way to 83. So I'm going to scan the roster setup. I'm wondering whether or not Dalvin Cook will be playing and what role I should put him in. So if you guys want to get on that and tell me your thoughts on Dalvin's playing time for this game. Alright, Jacob, sounds good. Glad you could actually make it, though. Got Riley Reef. Got the Tom Compton. Pat Elflein is the only thing I know that he is already told he'll be starting for this game, which that's pretty sweet. Mike Remmers has been pretty bad at right guard. I wonder what his contract is. Is this really accurate? I doubt it. I doubt Madden has accurate contracts. And then probably more Brian O'Neill. I don't know the extent of Rashad Hill, but O'Neill was okay. I mean, I think he actually was the second worst lineman against the Bills, but it's alright. Then it will be over here, it will be Stephen Weatherly and Tayshawn Bauer. And over here it'll be Daniil Hunter. And yeah, you guessed it, Tayshawn Bauer. Should be getting a lot of Tayshawn. I'm pretty sure Adeuna is on the practice squad. Of course, Sheldon, Tom, Jaleel. I know Barr got a lot of crap against the Bills, and I think that's very reasonable. He didn't look very good. Remember how good Barr was his rookie year when he was flying up, blowing up every single screen and little underneath running back type play that we saw? But we haven't seen that since his rookie year, so it's a little unfortunate. But of course, he's not been the man at linebacker with having to share a lot of that with Eric Kendricks. Maybe that makes the bar look a little bit slower since he doesn't have Kendricks around him, but good players should raise other teammates to make them look better too. So, I don't know. Alright, now I would say keep Richardson, get rid of Barr. Kendricks, of course, good. So Barr, I believe, had a rating of like 89, lowered him to 81. I might gotta give Kendricks a little buff, but right now, 80 seems about even for those guys. I don't think they were all that good. I don't think Gideon. I think Gideon might have regressed a bit as well. He looked slow out there. I think 92, honestly, might be a little bit too high for Rhodes. He's another guy that's been, I would say, underperforming. I think I got lower. He was 66. It's already pretty low, but his awareness isn't pretty bad. You have to give Alexander a bit of a buff and awareness. Then Dirty Harry and Sendejo. Well, Dan the Man Bailey. I have Hughes taking kick and punt returns, but I think if Cheryl's healthy, I think Cheryl's would be taking it, of course. But I think I'm just gonna go on the side of Cheryl's is still hurt. I wonder if they would. Do you think they'd just throw Cheryl's in the IR if they would have to sign somebody? For Everson, if Everson's gonna take a little while, do you think they would shove Cheryl's on the IR and pick up B-Rob or something? That'll be interesting to see how they do with that. Third down runner. You know, I like Mike Thomas and Mike Boone better than Latavius Murray. I'm really not that high on Latavius. I'd almost rather Kyle Rudolph be there. And I might just throw Diggs there. I think we do that sometimes. We'll throw both Diggs and Thielen in the slot. So I don't know why I have this so weird. So now I get to change this over again. Right end? Like, what does that even mean? So Weatherly. Yeah, Hunter's fine there. Now it's Hunter. Bowden Weatherly, alright. Strong. Slot corner. Slot corner, I think I go with Alexander. I think he's actually been the slot corner. Alright. I'm just gonna go here. And get it saved. And that should be all we have to do before we get into the game. So it should be a fun one. I'm expecting a pretty sizable bounce back. I mean, it can't be any worse than the Bills game, so of course there'll be some sort of bounce back. But I am excited to see where this goes. We could play the Bills game. If I'm feeling it, I might play just the offense. After this, I always like to do 100% legit. But let's go to LA, boys. We're going to LA. Completely whiffing on. I probably missed it. 100% missed it. I was looking for LA and not Rams. Alright, and the Vikings. So, if anybody's curious what I did the Vikings playbook, defensively I added the 3 safety package, which hasn't been used as much in real life, especially without any George Alaka. Yes. And I also made it so a lot more double A gap stuff, because for some reason Mike Zimmer's been the Vikings coach for 4 years, and Madden still doesn't know the Vikings love to do double A gap. But we're prime time. What weather conditions? We're just gonna go clear. Let's just go clear. So what are you guys thinking for the Rams game? What score are we predicting for the Rams game, huh? Y'all think we can at least hold with them? I know a lot of Vikings fans. I know a lot of the loud ones, annoying, stupid ones. I think the same fans that think the Vikings should drop Kirk Cousins because, of course, Keenum would have led the Vikings back against the Bills. A lot of them are already waving the white flag, and I don't think that's right. And because, for those that don't know, a very good chance, I forgot to do it, dang it. Oh well, it's a Madden sim. We can have the Rams at full strength. They probably need it. Very good chance that not one, but maybe even both starting corners for the Rams will be out this game.
alongside my partner, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept
but for once, the Vikings
we're going to get to
start out with the football.
Offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact.
So we'll start to get this Vikings offense right away against this rock star Rams defense. Here's Mike Hughes taking it right at the goal line. He gets to the 20 and very good special teams coverage. More of what we saw with the Bills. Mike Hughes not having long returns whatsoever. At least that one was one he should have returned. But unfortunately, our blocking, our whole special teams units have been pretty god-awful this year. Mike Prefer, I almost want to say he should just straight up be gone. I don't know how much of special teams woes you can attribute to the coordinator, but the block punt for the touchdown against the Packers, all the missed field goals, it's been tough to watch. Our bad blocking on returns. Especially when we have, you know, talent-wise, really a couple of really good returners. When Mike Hughes was one of the better returners coming out of college, and then Sherrills is historically good. Her first run goes for nowhere. Thanks, Andrew. Not sure if those are eyes or boobs.
Two of the best route runners in the game, and two guys who have excellent hands as well. They make contested catches.
I'm glad you're here, Morgan. I don't know if you can handle the stream over there, but if you have to leave, if it gets too choppy for you, you can watch it later. A bunch receivers on the top of the screen. All right, thanks, Andrew. Here comes Cookie, bounces it and goes nowhere. 2 rushes, -3 yards. Thanks, Andrew. I think that's all y'all could use after the Bills.
Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Boobs cure things way faster than alcohol. Straight up drop. Cousins, he has time. Throws it to nobody. 3 and out. This Rams defense is legit. So how are you guys doing? I usually don't do my live streams on Tuesdays. But we play on Thursdays, so I don't have a choice. Conveniently enough for me, I have class 6 to 9 on Thursday, so I'll miss a solid first half of the game. A good punt coverage for the Vikings, but nevertheless, the rockstar Rams offense now comes back on the field. Last year they were ranked #1 on offense, but the Vikings did play them very well last year. So offensively, I'm not super scared of the Rams on offense. And yeah, Andrew, a lot of people look really weird at Madden. Madden is an awful game, and you should not get it. I got it because I wanted to make these simulations as good as possible, but I'm really not feeling like buying Madden 20, whatever next year's will be, because I just don't want to give EA more money. They just really don't deserve it. Madden 19, I think, took a step down from 18, but there's good defense there. -1 yard looked like Sendejo, and Eric Kendricks made that play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line.
Was that little 3 safety set on first down?
Yeah, we know you know better.
So people still, so much of the action still looks so awkward in Madden. Tackling has no real impact. Nobody really feels fast or strong or big. I remember like Madden 5, the little mid-2000 Maddens, I mean, especially with the Mike Vick cheat code and Randy Moss. Speed felt so much more, but now it's just like whatever. Nobody feels that fast. Hey, how's it going, Blake? But if I keep getting crowds for these on Tuesday, what y'all feel like just transfer these always to Tuesday? Does that work better for you guys? Because I know these can't really be a lot of fun to watch when they aren't live, but live they gotta be a good time.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
But Andrew, we needed more corners. Our offensive line was fine last year, so let's get a corner. Vikings blitz 4 on 3rd and 9. Goff throws it to Cooper Kupp. First down, 22 yards. Kupp on Anthony Barr. That's a matchup you gotta take advantage of, and they did.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust.
And here's the thing, like, right? I was skeptical on the pick right away, but looking back on it in hindsight, corner was probably our number 2 need, especially since how good Sheldon Richardson is playing, and the Vikings might really try to keep Richardson. So I had it defensive tackle number 2 need because I thought Richardson was a 1-year deal. Play action, Goff has time. Vikings throws it to Gurley, steps out of bounds, maybe a gain of a half yard. But since the way Sheldon Richardson's playing, he was so good, so the Vikings will probably try to lock Richardson up. So in hindsight, D-tackle isn't that big of a deal. So last year it was probably number 1 was offensive guard, interior lineman in general, really, and then number 2 is probably corner. So that was the number 2 need in the first round. That doesn't look bad, especially with how much Mike Hughes has been praised by the coaches. Overall, it might end up being a good deal. And the Vikings blitz, but that's an outside rush. And then it sets up Anthony Barr with a hammer. That's what we need to see more of, all the Anthony Barr, of having some life and speed in there and just fly around. We haven't seen Anthony Barr fly around since his rookie year, and I hope that he's not turning into a Matt Khalil Part 2, where he has a really good rookie year and then just kind of fizzles out. I know it feels very drastic for Matt Khalil, and Barr just turned from exceptional to average looking at times. Shotgun again, Goff. Vikings blitz, they hammer him. And it's tied. Hughes gets like a big, and it's there. It's number 55 again. Anthony Barr lays the hammer. 4th down. Punt team coming on the field.
But I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles.
Appreciate it, Charlie.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And the Vikings block the punt. They are kicking it all the way there, and the Rams still pick it up. Harrison Smith is playing soccer halfway down the field. That works out fine because it's still a turnover on downs. Look at Harrison Smith just dribble the football to himself. This is Madden AI for you. They forget if it's FIFA or Madden. Kicking the ball all the way up the field. Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, 100% agree though, Andrew. For this year, 100%. I don't see a scenario where Mike Hughes is going to help the Vikings more than Will Hernandez. I wanted, I forget his name. But he was the guard tackle hybrid player that the Patriots ended up getting in the first round. I really wanted him. I think the Patriots traded up to get him. That was my number 1 pick so that the Vikings could reasonably get. The Vikings line up with 3 tight ends and Latavius Murray in the backfield. With last drive, Cook going nowhere, changing to Latavius, he'll pick up 3 on first down.
The tackle there by Mark Barron. Rams starting defense, and we've discussed how this team has looked good holistically. Charles, this D, 13 points given up through 2 games.
And think about all the new arrivals.
But yeah, that's kind of the point where we're too stacked at corner. Like we could realistically have Will Hernandez and our offensive line shirt up, and then oh no, Terrence Newman is just playing 1 more year and he's the number 4 corner, and he's splitting reps with Holton Hill as a number 4/5 guy. Yeah, and Will Hernandez would help with the running game too, which has been horrendous.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it.
But what I've seen, it's not on Cook, it's the offensive line. Apparently, Dalvin has more broken tackles. This was as of week 2, by the way. He has more broken tackles than all the running backs in the NFC North. So he's been actually phenomenal, and you see it too. He'll make the first two people miss when he gets hit 3 yards back in the backfield. Cousins throws it, it's wide, it's Diggs, but he fumbles it. Diggs caught it and fumbled. Killer Quick believe rolls over. And there's a turnover in the red zone. I think I don't think at all that would be a. I know that's definitely a football move. He caught it and ran with it. That's a football move. That's a catch and a fumble. We'll see if his knee was down. The ball definitely came out. Was the knee down before it came out? But yeah, Madden is pretty awful with that. But you've seen nothing yet, Andrew. The first 2 sims, Kirk Cousins was just god awful. It's so hard to watch. I had to walk away from, what was it, the Packers simulation, I think. But it was just so boring. But here's the booth review. Of course, turnovers are all reviewed from the booth. I think it looked like Diggs' knee might have been down. Maybe the ball is out. It's hard to tell when it's out because the pixels and animation in this game are so horrible. On that angle, it looked like the knee was down. So what do you guys got for score predictions? It's reversed. Alright, so the Vikings ball at the 13. Mike Zimmer's pumped as ever. Alright, Kyle Rudolph territory. We got Diggs singled up top of the screen, 2 tight ends at the bottom. Latavius Murray in the backfield. It's a power play. Murray to the outside, bounces it and stuck for -1 yard on first, second and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and 11 from the 14. I want my boy Laquan Treadwell. In a perfect scenario, if the Rams had both corners going, I would 100% look for Laquan Treadwell in this situation. Vikings set up a screen, gets tipped. It could have been picked. I think Aaron Donald was over that one. It might have been Sue. Donald or Sue? You wanted Jerick McKinnon to tear his ACL? Now, I'm not sure how you think Jerick McKinnon would help us out right now.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on
I mean, Dalvin's everything but that Jerick could do, but better. All right, Vikings line up 5 wide. Cousins, 3rd and 11. Throws it, middle of the field. He gets Rudolph! 9 in the end zone, but enough for the first down at the 1. 14 yards. Kyle Rudolph. Well, yeah, Jerick McKinnon was a lot of fun, though. And he was a good personality. You see him on Twitter. He's still shouting out the Vikings every now and again. You see that about a lot of ex-Vikings. They still shout out the team. That's how you know it's a very, very good locker room if they still love the organization when they leave. But yeah, it sucks that he got hurt, though. Alright, Latavius in the background. 2 tight ends, top of the screen. The best defensive line in football, and Latavius runs right through it. Vikings touchdown.
Minnesota. Latavius Murray punching it in from a yard.
Was that true? Is this the best D line in football? I know Sue's probably the best defensive player. Well, it's probably either Aaron Donald or Khalil Mack, but one of those two. And then Sue, I think Sue is overrated. I think he's really good, but I think Richardson's probably about as good as Sue.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
I don't know. I have Dalvin playing in this. I was asking about 15 minutes before the stream whether or not I had people thinking that Dalvin was going to play. I think he was just limited in practice. I would expect him to play, but I haven't seen, well, 2 rushes, -1 yards, about the touchdown. Great job, Murray. So I don't think we will know an update on Dalvin until maybe tomorrow. But we'll see if I'll look up the current injury report right now for y'all. Since Madden is lovely at giving us so many entertaining frames here between drives.
Bailey now to kick this one away.
And look at Dan Bailey's. Oh yeah, by the way, Dan Bailey 1 for 1 on PATs.
Will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Is he actually rolled out though, Charlie? I'm double checking just to be sure. 1st and 10 from the 25. Comes back, Jared Goff down 7-0.
Lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go
play action, Goff.
Now gone.
Going for the bomb, can't get it. Checks it down to Hughes.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Is that his name or did I misread it? Higby. I don't know why I read Hughes the first time.
Passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game.
All right, Vikings injury report. Most current one.
Start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top.
2 players that didn't participate is Charles and Griffin. Everybody else limited. All right, never mind. That's wrong. Another really good run defense, and that's Stephen Weatherly saying Everson who?
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited.
Riley Reef did not participate, so that's not looking good.
They put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Otherwise, Dalvin Cook did not participate on Monday. Limited participation today, so I think decent chance that Dalvin plays. Maybe in more of a limited role. We ran the ball 6 times against the Bills. Can't be much worse. The Vikings almost hit them, but great defense. 3rd and 7. They try to set up a screen. It's again number 55, Anthony Barr, flying around. Here comes the punt unit.
Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
So it looks like there's only 3 players that might not play, and that's, of course, Everson, Sherrills, and Reef. Here comes Hughes down the sideline. Little decent little return here. Gets the ball to the 28.
14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, again, 2 tight ends on the top of the screen. I think Latavius still in the backfield. And it's just Dalvin. That's why we get no yards.
He only gets it to about the 30.
They'll call it a gain of 1.
It'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A lot of things were very disappointing last week, Andrew. And again, stuffed.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before
the handoff straight in the arms of safety Joyner. Loss of 3, 3rd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just
And the Vikings offensive line got played there too. Looked like Tom Thompson was about to get pancaked over the top. Either way, Cook wasn't going nowhere with that play.
go nickel here defensively on third.
Third and 12. Here comes Cousins. No pressure. Throws it. He overthrew him. Had Thielen. Thielen had a step on him like last week. Cousins just missed him. Over the top, down the sideline.
He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 18.
And here comes Madsen and tackled at the 31. It's 97. Everson Griffin snuck himself on special teams.
So now here are the Rams as their offense.
Mostly because Madden has these weird depth chart issues. All right, Andrew. Good luck on the homework.
Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Some time from 31. Anthony Barr's been leading the show on defense thus far. A guy the Vikings really need to step up, and he's done so today against the best offense in the league last year. Jared Goff, Gurley has a little bit of a hole, and he is their workout horse with all the weapons on the outside. Jared Goff being one of the best young quarterbacks that still runs through their running back Todd Gurley, who is the most complete running back in the league. It's not even close right now. David Johnson's probably the next best thing, and he's been held back with Sam Bradford being the quarterback, but Le'Veon Bell's holding out. Todd Gurley, without a doubt, is the best back right now, and they have better weapons around him. Now Gurley bounces it, and the Vikings defense is saying, best back who? And they shut down Gurley again. Another short run, 3rd and 5 upcoming. Today, the Rams are 1 for 3 on 3rd down. Hey, what's up, Jacob? You must be always busy on, was it Thursday night? Friday nights. That's when you do these things. It's underneath double pass screen. They tried to do it last drive on 3rd down. Didn't work. And that doesn't work this time as well. Here comes the punt. Alright, so I was asking earlier, should I move this thing to Tuesday then? I could move it to Tuesday if that's how I'm going to get viewers.
Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier.
Now, Vikings come again. They don't go up there this time. Mike Hughes is back there. And a beautiful punt out at the 5. Don't the Rams also have the stud punter from the Raiders?
Now come the Vikings. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
All right, I'll see if I can move this to Tuesdays then. See, the way I have it right now for class, I only have class Tuesdays and Thursdays, which means those days are extremely busy for me. Thursdays, I absolutely can't do it because I have 7.5 hours of class, including a night class 6 to 9. But Tuesday, I'm done with class at 4, so I have a little bit of time to, recollect my sanity, and then get back to the grind of homework. And Dalvin gets a little bit of a hole, then gets stuffed, bounces off the first tackle, but goes backward for 2. I wouldn't mind doing it on Mondays, because that would work well for me, but I like having an idea of who will play and who's not, so I can make this as realistic as possible. That being said, I'm pretty sure Marcus Peters and their other corner, escaping my head right now, are playing in this. Everson is not in this game at all, except for, I guess, special teams, because Madden's weird. And Dalvin stutter steps, gets out of the end zone, but another loss of a yard. 7 rushes, -7 yards. Our running game is almost as bad as in real life. You don't think he's going to play? See, I saw he was limited in practice, so I just let him play.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Well, I was asking the people in the chat right when I got on whether or not they thought Dalvin would play. Nobody was giving me an answer, so I just went with it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far.
So Jacob, with if Dalvin doesn't play, do you do Latavius Murray?
On the ground, it's Cook.
Dalvin gets out of the end zone. That's 3 rushes, all going backwards. Our running game is really good, folks.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away.
Yeah, Jacob, I just pulled it up earlier off Twitter. Only 3 Vikings didn't participate. Of course, Everson, Sherrills, and Riley Reef. Riley Reef might suck a little bit, but he was so bad last weekend, so I don't think that one really matters. If we have Rashad Hill and O'Neal playing, we got the punt off, but the Vikings will set it the Rams up with solid field position at the 41. See, I'm just thinking, do we want the run up the middle guy when they have Aaron Donald and Sue? I know they have good defenders everywhere, but that's probably their best 1-2 punch. I would rather have a outside running back. I mean, I honestly like Mike Boone. I think straight up running the ball, he's basically as good. Maybe even a better fit for the Vikings zone scheme. Because Murray's more of an ISO power guy. 3 tight ends. Brandon Cook's top of the screen. And then run the ball. Gurley bounces it and buried. It's Kendrick. 7 rushes for 4 yards. Running the ball is very easy. Madden 19. But it would be the most Vikings thing to get destroyed by the Bills and beat the Rams. I don't know, we'll have to see, especially with the Everson stuff coming out. You can see how that'd be a really huge distraction, man. Buried by Linval, eating up the guard and center, eating up that double team, then he's taking a tackle for a loss on the best back in the league. And then coming through and beating the Rams. Because I know their offense doesn't really scare me, because it's basically the same thing except Brandon Cooks. I know he's a solid, he's basically just a deep threat, but that's a lot, right?
They've only converted once in 4 drives.
I think, was it Ted Ginn? Didn't he torch us last year? So maybe he could be a problem. But I think we're fine at stopping Gurley. Very good protection, but he had him stopped, but a missed tackle by Alexander. That'll be a heck of a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem.
Yeah, that is true, Jacob. Their D-line might just eat us alive. I mean, Aaron Donald was already so good. Now, he picked your poison with him or Sue. But I made a point earlier that I always thought Sue was a little bit overrated. And I think you can make a point that Richardson is like just as good as Sue. I don't think there's that much of a difference. But here comes the Rams, their first play on the Vikings field. Vikings blitz, can't get anywhere. And it's Robert Woods, back-to-back 1st downs. The Rams are driving.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
No, if we still got viewers, I think I'll play my own game after this. It's been really dry the last couple weeks. I guess Friday sucks for everybody, which I guess makes sense. Everybody's trying to do stuff on a Friday night. Nobody's trying to watch a Madden live stream simulation. But yeah, if we start doing this Tuesdays, people are liking it. I'm gonna do my own thing. And again, Woods, little corner out over the linebacker, underneath the safety. 1st down at the 10.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. We're back to.
That'll be one hell of a first start for Pat Elflein going against Sue and down.
NFL on EA Sports.
That's why I think the Vikings need to get some type of outside running game going.
Fuel Company.
Running up the gut won't be working.
Begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon
I want
Gunn.
zone.
It's the Rams
I want
with the football to get us
stretch.
going, and they've got it here with a first down.
But if they don't have Peters and God, the other dude's name escapes me. If they don't have both of their top two corners, it might be a shootout. So it might be a fun game. I'm optimistic, as I always tend to be. But I think we should be competitive. The receivers bunch at the top. Goff hands it to Gurley. Gets nowhere. Anthony Barr has been terrific in this game.
For sure, nowhere to run. Back to the line.
35-24 Rams. You think our defense can be that bad 2 weeks in a row? I don't think the Rams are getting 35 on us.
That's key, but also can cover deep as well.
5
They'll go
touchdowns?
again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
So I think we hold Gurley to under 100 yards total offense. Gurley runs at the middle here though. We sound a little bit stupid. But 10 carries for 6 yards, I'll take that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Rams on 3rd down.
They've been underwhelming. I'm going to call our defense bad though. I mean, wasn't it only 1 touchdown against the Packers? I don't think that's bad. 1 defensive touchdown. Goff spins, throws over Gurley's head, and here comes a field goal.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
I don't even get to watch half of this game either, Jacob. I got my night class 6 to 9, so I'll pick it up at halftime. And to make it even more fun, and it's a fake! Freaking will throw it! Touchdown Rams! Just as they drew it up. Punter, or probably the backup quarterback because it's Madden, to the reserve offensive lineman for the faked field goal touchdown.
Defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at
Yeah,
worst,
so
I
I'll
can
miss
prepare
half of
for
this
10.
game,
When they
and
go
then
for it,
next
sometimes
Sunday,
it really affects the defense because maybe
I have to do mandatory training at my job. What time is that? I think it's 10 to 2. So I'll miss half, from maybe a little over half of that game too. So it's gonna kind of suck for me.
Right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
But hey, if we win those games, it just confirms I'm a bad luck charm.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
But yeah, Jacob, I hope your liver survived the Bills game. That was rough.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kicks
Alright,
away.
Tides, you're at 7-7. Mike Hughes, take a knee, son. There he does.
No run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
See, I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't know how much of a distraction the Everson Griffin thing would be for the rest of the team.
That's what they're looking for here.
But like the NFL is so weird right now because the Patriots just lost to the Lions. Like, I was gonna make my analogy. How well do you think the Patriots would have done if, you know, like Gronk has an issue? As Kurt continues to struggle, but can't really put that on him. The stellar Rams D.
Which obviously makes sense 2 weeks in, but the John Gruden era not off to the best start there at 0-2, Charles.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, Brandon. I mean, the Raiders...
You know, I thought that was funny, Jacob. I think it was
none of the previous 14 times.
The presser, maybe after the Packers game. They asked him what Zimmer liked about John D. Filippo, and he was like, "Oh, I like that he balances the running pass game." Bullshit. What kind of balance is Zimmer seeing? 6 and 50? Yeah, that's balance. One out of every 10 plays, you'll run the football.
Yeah, but the Browns, you're right, they could very easily be 2-0.
I mean, to be fair, that's probably about as often as we pass the ball in the Christian Ponder, Adrian Peterson era, but it's all right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going.
All right, 39. Here comes the blitz from the safety on the left side, bottom of the screen. Here he comes, straight to Cousins. At least he didn't fumble it. Joyner's been good. And here comes the punt. Yeah, 6 times. We passed the ball like 50 times. That's basically 1 out of every 10 plays.
Exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback,
yeah, like also you could put some blame on Cousins not audibling to a run play. When he sees the dime set, especially when the Bills did a lot of spread defensive line formation, and great coverage there. I think that was Mike Hughes. You gotta run the ball up the middle and they give that to you. Especially when you have Mike Boone in the game. My God, he is mentally challenged at run blocking. You gotta shove the shoulder into him, that'll work. God, that was the worst thing I've seen. Just how dumb that run block was. You get scolded for doing that in high school, and that kid's trying to do that in the pros? When you're trying to keep a roster spot? Oh.
At their own 27.
And no, David Morgan last game hurt a lot too, because he's basically our second best pass blocking on the team, pass blocker on the team. Here comes Goff. He has all the time on the play action. Looked like he getting held. Threw it right to Harrison Smith, but he dropped it. Goff had about 14 minutes in the pocket and threw it right to Harrison Smith, baby. If you just saw the graphic on the top of the screen, Jacob, Madden's pretty realistic. The Vikings are at 6 rushing yards in the day.
Miami, Denver, Cincinnati, Tampa Bay. How about those surprises all being 2-0 right now?
Yeah, the Jaguars, the Chiefs, and the Rams are all 2-0. Not a major surprise. You're exactly right, because they have one common characteristic, those teams you mentioned, Miami, Denver, Cincinnati, and Tampa. None of them made the playoffs last year. And what's the one thing we do know about the NFL?
And Gurley again will run. The Vikings again stop it for a modest gain this time. Brings up more manageable 3rd and 6.
The early replacements in the playoff race for 2018.
And one more stat.
There's a rare occurrence of Andrews and Deo actually wrapping up and making a tackle. You see that every 4 games.
It confuses
3rd and 6.
assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Vikings line up in the dime. Vikings blitz for Goff. Looking, throws it deep. He gets picked. It's Harrison Smith. Smith to the 40. He takes from behind to the 45. And that's what the Vikings will have it at the 45-yard line. Harry the Hitman. Interception.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit.
Yeah, this is probably a good time to do it. What is your favorite player on the Vikings defense? This should be a fun one. What's everybody's favorite player on the Vikings defense? Current Vikings player.
And maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
With the Cowboys O-line? Isn't the Cowboys O-line not even good anymore?
Here's Murray now.
Murray running up the middle for a couple yards.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
See, I love Harrison Smith, and I think he's clearly our best defensive player. But he's like so boring. He's just good. He doesn't do anything to like. It's usually like hype. He's usually not like very excited. He's just like, oh, I'm just really good. That's what he's supposed to do. Oh, they're still top 5, so that's just how awful the Cowboys are. And sack. Vikings got the field position, but Cousins is just being awful. Yeah, cause all Harrison Smith does is do his job and do it very well.
Alvin laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
for me,
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
I know he's in the news right now. It's probably Everson Griffin. Gotta love the energy.
After the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
He's that drop. Cousins 3rd and 16. He has time. He steps up, throws it deep. He's got Thielen. Picked it off, please. That would have been a perfect punt. 4th and 16. The Vikings squander the Harrison Smith interception.
Without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys were sitting back.
Yeah, probably my favorite blitz is when we do the double A gap. We send one linebacker. We have a defensive end drop out, and we have Harrison Smith off the edge. That's just so unblockable. And I think that's only what, 6 guys on a blitz. What, 3, 5? That's only a 5-man blitz. You can overload it to its one side. And here's a block punt. Sometimes that will just happen. Sometimes the punter in this game will take 3 years to punt the ball. It's so telegraphed, and it'll be the instant block. It's the most annoying thing ever. It's just RNG. See, you just like, and he's like looking in the air looking for the punt. That's Madden AI is horrible. Oh, he's like, oh, where'd it go?
Never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football, so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
And the Rams getting set.
I like Xavier Rhodes a lot too, but he's been very underwhelming this year so far.
Cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window.
I think you are.
Yeah, that's what Jacob just now said.
Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
I mean, I hope last year wasn't just a fluke, but yeah, Rhodes has looked average this year.
Now you can't run any offense at all.
I mean, I don't know if he's played a guy that you just love to shut down yet. It'll be scary to see how many yards Marvin Jones gets on him in a few weeks. The Vikings blitz 5, and underneath to nobody. Scared him there. Kendricks blitz scared him.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win
Yeah,
first down?
I start talking, then I see you type that, Jacob. Great minds. Look at the ball still spiral and hits the ground. That's how you know he's a beautiful quarterback. It just spirals backwards like it's a boomerang.
So after the incompletion on
Hunter, do you just like Hunter because of the potential there or what? Because he's another guy that's kind of boring like Harrison Smith.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Down right around the 25.
But we really don't have many guys that are like super fun on defense. Like rookie Anthony Barr was a lot of fun, just flying around making plays all the time. But I think that's more of a testament to is how good our defense is overall, that everybody's really good and just kind of does their job. And most do their job really well. Yeah, Hunter has been very good this season. Goff scrambling, he'll run for the first, chased by Getty, and I don't know why Getty's on the field on a 3rd down. But that's a 17-yard run for Goff. Remember when the Vikings had an interception and they could have punted the Rams back deep in their territory? Now all of a sudden a block punt for the Rams, now they have the ball to 8. I agree, Jacob. Richardson has been so good. which is crazy. We just got a new best player on defense, and our defense looks worse. It doesn't make any sense. Probably one of the best tweets I saw, Vikings related, a couple days ago, probably almost a week ago already, was the Vikings successfully replaced Tom Johnson with Sheldon Richardson and Tom Johnson. Our defense has been looking suspect at times this year. A lot of bad tackling. A lot of that can be corrected because our team's better tackling than what they have shown. Second goal from the 9. They'll run with Gurley. Again, he has the...
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6.
Yeah, the hole is the size of Snooki's vagina. He decides to run backwards for a gain of 1 or 2. He could have, Michael Jackson could have moonwalked in the end zone. But instead, All-Pro MVP of last year, Todd Gurley, sees the hole, sees the end zone, stops, and goes backwards. Madden 19 is a fantastic video game, ladies and gentlemen. Shotgun Goff. We have a pancake on the other side. It's Daniil Hunter. He looks like he's hurt. Goff has 14 minutes for it. And then he'll just run forward, try to spin out Eric Hendricks. He can't call forward at the 2. One of the dumbest set of downs I've ever seen in my life. Oh my goodness. You see on the left side, Daniil Hunter just falls over right here. And that's when he gets back up. And he's stuck on him. It's like a glitch. It's the dumbest thing in Madden. If you're blocked on somebody, you can't even go backwards. It's the dumbest thing ever. I played last night where Cousins got strip sacked, so I changed to Riley Reef. But I was still is that right? No. Yeah, I think I was into Riley Reef, but I was still blocking. Instead of just turning around and falling the ball, he just scooped up.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game. Head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And I wonder how much of that, Jacob, is attributed to just how good the Vikings were last year, that a little bit of offense against us just looks so horrible. Because everything, it's really hard to repeat how good we were last year. And you know how... we looked bad last game, but they only averaged 2 yards on the ground. I mean, it looked like Ivory was kind of tearing us up, but we really stopped him. Huge pass to 25 to 26, a little decent return there.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start.
No way is that true, Tavon.
Some hitches, anything to get the
no way is that true. You ain't fooling nobody in here, Tavon.
Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route.
I'm definitely fact-checking that.
Said just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not 4 verts? One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along.
First and 10. Cousins out of the shotgun.
On 1st and 10,
Cousins looks, throws underneath to Dalvin. And breaks forward for 4.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out in the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
All right, I think our boy Tavon was just yanking our chain. I had to fact check you. At this point, Tavon, I was really against it, but at this point, I think we've got to kind of do anything. I know he kind of pissed off Zimmer, but I think we got to kind of do anything. So I don't think I would mind it. Cousins throws off his back foot to Cook. Catches it, only 2 yards.
To the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third and 4.
They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Again, they'll bring it back here with Cousins. The Rams have been blitzing on 3rd. And throws it to Thielen, and he caught it. Thielen, a diving catch. Cousins has been horrible.
And it's a 1st down.
I'm with you, Jacob. Rummers does not look good at guard at all.
3rd down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
So Jacob, what would you do to the line right now then? You'd have Reef, and then Elfline at center, Remmers at right tackle.
Not so hot, but he does have a
I believe
down.
Easton tore his ACL. I know it's a season-ending injury. 1st and 10. It's Took again up the middle. Bounces forward for a 3. Back, whatever. It's a season ender.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one will
See, I like Danny Isidora. I thought he was about as good as Easton last year, so I don't know why he doesn't get as many looks as he's not been getting. So what would you do at the guards then, Jacob? With Reef at left tackle, Remmers at right tackle, Elfline at center, and Murray up the middle. Powers 4. Nice little run there on 1st down for Murray. 4 yards. A little bit of power there for Murray. Reef, Isidora, Elfline, Jones, and Remmers. You know what's the weirdest thing ever, Jacob? I think this year, Tom Compton is our highest graded lineman. Pro Football Focus is messed up.
Here it's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3. Cousins audibles. He gives it to Murray. Our running game's been so good. So let's do it on 3rd down. Give it right to Dominican Sue. Loss of a yard. Who would have guessed? Oh, it's Bookers. Who the hell's Brockers? Who the hell's Brockers?
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Matt Weil now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Nathan Crate better be super. Matt Weil with that horrible punt.
And that is
That's the 20.
Long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to
that's why I don't get how Pro Football Focus is loving Tom Compton so much.
Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it.
Pro Football Focus is like, oh yeah, Tom Compton.
Put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
Probably Pro Bowl level.
Points when you can get them.
Like what?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10.
I think Isadora would help a run game so much because he was good last year as a rookie. I don't know how he would be worse than what we have.
Out of the gun.
4 blitz, and the Vikings almost had a pick 6. Jumped by Mackenzie Alexander.
A CD switching gears for a second.
So what do y'all think about Matt Alexander still playing in the slot?
This season, those 7 coaches went 0-7. They fared a little better though in week 2.
They certainly did.
Because I think he's been better than Hughes, but not by a lot. I think Hughes has been low-key pretty trash in coverage. His pick 6 week 1 was 100% on the D-line. Yeah, he kept the ball and ran it. You gotta give that to him. But he looked like a rookie. Gurley runs the way up the middle. His first decent run of the day.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 2nd down, a little more productive.
Yeah, exactly what I heard, Jacob. And you can't get any worse than our pass protection right now, so who cares if he's not very good at that? We need to run the ball.
Completion on 1st down. It's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
I don't know why. I know that you need a little bit more of a rhythm or whatever on offense, but I would not be mad at all if they would just do a little rotation at the offensive line. Keep our offensive linemen fresh. use the best ones to their skill set, but he's have dropped Goff. A big third down here for the Vikings. Throwing and tipped. It's Mackenzie Alexander getting another hand on it. Second deflection of the drive. And here goes the punt. Especially, like, you can really attribute that to our lack of defense, Jacob. Our run game's been so bad that the defense has had to eat up so much time on the clock, so they've just been exhausted. So if we had any type of run game, you'd probably see a good bounce back on our defense.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt.
So the Vikings defense give a 3 and out. Give Cousins 3.5 to go with 3 timeouts to get us something. And that punt will go out of bounds. A rocket of a punt there. And Cousins will have 80 yards to get touchdowns. As you tell him, 9 for -5. Madden 19 is super realistic, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't blame you, Jacob. On paper, especially from last week, the Rams dominate the Vikings, but I don't think the Vikings will get dominated 2 weeks in a row. That's just super unlikely. Just like statistically, like straight up. Like we could be the Browns, and the Browns don't get blown out 2 weeks in a row. So looks like the blitz on the top of the screen. Vikings line up with 2 tight ends. They'll run to the left side, and look at that! The safety stops him for loss of 2. It's almost like we have Kirk Cousins. We have not Kirk Cousins. Helen Keller there at quarterback. Didn't see that safety blitz telegraphed a mile away.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
For this game, we might have to do a lot of quick slants to open up our run game. Might have to pass to open up the run, which I think would be fine. Second and 12. It's a draw for Cook. He bounces it. Makes a man miss. Goes forward. A good run of 6 yards. And now Dalvin has positive rushing yards on the day. 10 rushes for a yard. Good game for Dalvin. 3rd and 6 coming for this Vikings defense.
Who is this guy? He's special, and he's hit. Dude, you're watching a home
run. The Vikings really want to at least keep the ball in play here, get a completion or something. So even if you don't get it, you run out to the 2-minute warning. Cousins throws it deep. He has Thielen deep. A bomb. Cousins to Thielen over the top. 43 yards. Whew. Still expect Thielen to have a good game. Out of the slot, he should be just fine. And they'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now, unfortunately here, even though the Vikings are at the 34-yard line, all 3 timeouts, 2 minutes is still a lot of time for this part of the field. The playbook will be the 2-minute offense. So there'll be a bunch of stupid 2-minute plays. Even though they have time to call their whole playbook, they could run here. They could do short passes, little slants, but they won't. One good quarter of football. You could probably. I was gonna say you could call it a half because of 4th quarter and overtime. Maybe just the 4th quarter. Blitz 7. Cousins gets it away. Gets it Thielen again. 1st down, Minnesota. They have all the time in the world. They can go and huddle. They can have a cup of coffee. No reason to do hustle the line right now for the Vikings. Mike Zimmer's on the field for some reason.
Going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First and 10 from the 22. Vikings are down by 3. They have max protect. They'll throw underneath to David Morgan. He'll pick up 2.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch.
Yeah,
It's second
30
and 8.
points with Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, Kyle Rudolph, Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, Latavius Murray. Yeah, that is unacceptable, Jacob. But we'll see. We'll see if that evens out throughout the season. A lot of numbers are going to be weird like that. You'll see a lot of jarring stats beginning of the year, just merely off coincidence, but it should even out throughout the year. Hopefully. Shotgun is Cousins. Now in a minute, a high snap, they'll get to Dalvin, gets buried. Loss of 2, here comes the first Vikings timeout. I don't think they should have called a timeout there. Rams have all 3 of theirs. Let the clock run down. You take 20 seconds between plays, that's okay. But they call timeout. Get refocused. 3rd and 10.
And we are back here.
So I think you just rotate your offensive guys out. You take the 20 seconds or whatever it usually takes between plays in a normal drive. And then the clock would be down to 37 seconds. The Rams have all 3 timeouts for 37 seconds. That's a decent amount of time anyways. So now even if you miss this 3rd down, you want to end. You don't want to give the offense a chance here, right? So you want the play clock to expire by the time your drive expires. Here's top of the screen, Cousins throws it deep, looking for Thielen, overthrew him by a mile. Overthrew him by an absolute metric mile.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game. So
you know who scored 6 of those 30 points, Jacob? Laquan Treadwell.
They've got to start becoming solutions.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash.
4th and 10 from the 22. Dan Bailey's first Vikings kick is up and good. The best Vikings kicker of all time, 1 for 1.
It's an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
See, I feel a lot better that the Packers lost. So that kind of canceled out our loss. I mean, it doesn't matter if you lose by 1 or 31. Still a loss, so. But I can almost see a scenario where the Bears sneak the NFC North right now.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
1st and 10 from the 45. The Vikings let them have a lot of time. The Vikings look like a blitz up the edge. It's Sendejo. It's fouled up. Throw into Higbee. He's got a big drive. The Vikings were in a 4-3 base defense in the most obvious passing scenario of all time. So they get their tight end one-on-one on our run-stuffing linebacker, Ben Gedeon. Madden 19. Absolutely realistic. Yeah, but they barely also didn't beat the Packers. They should have beat the Packers, but their best corner dropped a pick. You're losing $100 if the Bears win the North. I think the Bears will probably be competitive and maybe be in the wild card hunt, though, at least. Robert Woods dropped it.
Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So we just thinking the whole NFC North's bad? See, that's how the Bears could potentially get it, though. The Vikings and Packers didn't get up enough. I think the Lions just got lucky against the Patriots, but who knows? Maybe the NFC North will be an 8-8 divisional winner this year. Who knows? Oh, the shotgun. Goff
From the gun, here's Goff.
steps up, throws it outside to my man, the chain link guy.
USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have.
Cheyenne, gosh, my opinion on Everson Griffin is.
Big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Yeah, that's about it. And the Rams will run here because they can, but get fouled for another.
After the no gain on the last attempt,
I don't know. It's not much of an opinion, but the Vikings just it's all about Everson first and foremost.
That one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
I mean, I have no reason to think that all the false reports of Everson pulling saying that's short, so the Vikings will be tied at halftime.
He left it just short, no good. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is
all right,
our
so
score.
I'll sum this up now. PS4 is trying to go to rest mode. Can't let that happen.
Is Jonathan
Fixed it.
Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL, give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out.
This is a great halftime show.
Now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
What's up, Refuge Free? All right, let's finally do this. Everson Griffin's situation. I think all the false reports are wrong about him threatening to shoot somebody, him getting in a fight with a policeman, or him trying to break into a teammate's house. If any of those things would have happened, there would have been a police report. There would have been something to know, or there would have been some type of media coverage around that that would have been legit. But nothing until after the fact. So I think you can rule any of the hardcore stuff out. I think he's probably just had some type of a mental breakdown, maybe CTE, maybe depression, something like that. I have no idea how long it'll last. All the mental stuff is always really up in the air, and it's always really weird, but it happens to some of the most enthusiastic people. Look at the actor that killed himself a couple of years ago. Funny guy.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie.
Robin Williams, that's his name. So you just gotta give Everson time. Hopefully he comes back and is healthy. First and foremost, if he can come back to football, that's great. But you just gotta hope for the best for the guy.
Golf will lead the Rams up here first.
Jacob, I think it's just a side effect from having your heart broken countless times. I don't know if you can get diagnosed for depression for being a Vikings fan, but I think you probably should. The Vikings blitz and throwing right too. Eric Kendricks' face mask knocks him out.
Knocked that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Well, we got a second here after that incompletion. Let's have a little fun. I know you saw Ryan Fitzpatrick's get up in the post-game press conference after week 2.
I'm thinking, Cyan. I'm thinking the Vikings might be just giving the current defensive ends a chance to prove that they can be good enough. I think that's what they're going to do right now.
Who got him a 75-yard touchdown pass in the game, and everyone had a ball with it. Media, team, Fitzpatrick, you name it. I'm sure.
So I think Danielle Hunter, Stephen Weatherly, Tayshawn Bauer will be the rotation right now, which is pretty limited. You might see more of the rookie, Jalen Hope. He might be active during game day. We should see a little bit more of him, hopefully. That'd be pretty neat.
And then that press conference photo on the right. You want to talk about the alter ego of somebody? That was it right there.
But finally the first good run of the day for either team. That really could have broke all the way. Good tackle there by the duo of safeties. And then if they aren't getting the pass rush, something's getting done. Maybe after this week, they will evaluate how well Everson's going, and if he's not looking like he'll be back anytime soon, I think D-Rob gets the call. And back-to-back good runs now for the Rams as their running game keeping up, and it's really not looking good for the Vikings. They get running game going. GG.
Pretty easy yardage there, right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash.
I don't even trust getting a Cousins jersey because I was pumped to get my Teddy jersey last year. I'm not about to jinx anybody. Another 3 tight end set. 2nd and 2. Maybe look for a play action bomb here. Full attention. Gurley has a hole. Gurley shakes off one tackle, can't break all the way. But Gurley's been hot this second half. This drive, he's been very good.
And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury.
Yeah, Trey hates the Cowboys. That's what his family likes.
And it hurts.
His family's a Cowboy fan. He said, screw that.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Which is pretty funny, because if you think back to the last 20 years, the Vikings are the better team than the Cowboys, which is pretty funny.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Give him 3 on 1st down.
But I was thinking about this the other day. Since Denny Green got in the Vikings Ring of Honor, is Mike Zimmer already good enough to go in the Ring of Honor? He's done basically just as much as Denny Green. Denny Green's kind of got that legacy of bringing in players that had to get a second chance, like Chris Carter and Randy Moss. That helps.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set
3rd and 4. Right at the cuff of field goal range. Tied game, 10 and 10, 12 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
But Jacobs make the case the Vikings defense last year was the best defense of all time. There's that case. I got pun unintended. There's that case he can make to the Vikings team last year.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved.
You think the Redskins are getting into the playoffs? I'm not sure about that.
In the NFL, being able to run it and catch
Although I think Peterson's a really solid upgrade for him. And the Alex Smith-Peterson combo is pretty good. I mean, that's basically Teddy and Peterson. I don't think they have good enough defense, that's for sure. Well, what are the Redskins? NFC East?
It's a 6-yard pickup.
That might be a bad enough division that they could get in.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4 from the 19. A yard into the red zone. 3 receivers on the field. Vikings are operating from the space 4-3 defense. Goff gets pushed back. Danielle Hunter chasing him. Danielle Hunter buries him. I believe that's Jacob Bastion, second favorite player on the defense. But we did favorite players on the defense. Now let's go on the other side of the ball. Favorite player on the offense. And I'll go first. For me, that's of course Laquan Treadwell, the heart and soul of the Vikings offense. Okay, just kidding. That's feeling. Probably with all of you guys. You want to Diggs? That's probably answer number 2. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Eagles. My bad. My bad, Keith.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up.
Now Diggs might be the face. That is a good point, Jacob. 3rd and 15. The Rams want a few yards for an easier field goal. Goff might run for it, and he will. Takes up a couple, 3 yards of interesting play there. I don't know. Make it a little easier field goal, though. I think it makes sense. And my bad, Keith. How good do you guys think the Eagles will be this year, though? It'll be interesting how they fare. I don't want them to be good because I don't think their fans deserve it because their fans are awful.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here.
You love his dad personality? Yeah.
Left hash.
Cousins might be the whitest dad in Minnesota. And up and down the middle. All pro comes through again. 13-10 LA.
13-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out is the kickoff unit as they
we'll see, Keith. We'll see about that with Cousins. I hope you're wrong. But I don't have much of a case for after the Bills game. He was makes the guy miss, gets to the 19, another bad return from my Qs. Because Cousins certainly didn't let us down at the Packers game.
For their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first.
He did basically everything we wanted to week 1.
And I can't wait to see.
I think Cousins is a historically good end of the year quarterback. Is that correct, Keith?
Okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Great touch drop. Cousins throws it short to David Morgan.
That's Morgan. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
A long gain of a yard. 3 feet. A bomb of 3 feet for Cousins.
Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Man, made me feel really bad to be a Vikings fan when I see some of these trash comments on my Everson Griffin video. It's pretty bad. Vikings line up with a bone formation. Cousins will throw it short to Tyler Conklin.
And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion.
Yeah, and Cousins was our offense the second half of that game, Keith. He was really phenomenal.
A lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot.
Sure, Tavion. I think CJ Ham is just as good as Latavius. I think CJ Ham should be used a lot more.
They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10.
I would trade Latavius in a second-round pick for a Pro Bowl guard. 5-step drop. Cousins throws it deep. It's tipped away, incomplete. It looked like he had a running back wide open, top of the screen. Threw it down the middle, incomplete. 4th down and a punt.
This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Needs to use Cook more. I don't know about that. Jacob doesn't Cook at like 8 targets a game. I know he doesn't get a ton of carries. But we have also not really been in like a 4-minute run down the clock style defense. Especially when we're only averaging like 2 yards a carry. A lot of that's due to our offensive line, I think. Yeah, like 8 carries a game. I know that's not good at all.
This is brought in at the 21.
Look at J-Ron Curtis with that tackle.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
But yeah, our offense should run through Dalvin.
He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. But so far, solid, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
There's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
He'll try to make it more here on this drive. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Back to throw. Goff.
Goff has time. Balled up everybody, and he checks it down. Great coverage defense, and Ben Gedeon. A lot of 4-3 base defense of the Vikings, down by 3.
Switching gears for a second.
About halfway through this third quarter.
Teams issue so far in the NFL this season, especially you look at week 2 through Sunday's games. There were 19
I don't worry too much about Dalvin Tavion. In college, Dalvin had no injury history. So just the ACL last year, that's a freakish thing that can happen to anybody. Vikings blitz 4, Goff throws it, and Brandon Cooks touches it for looks like a first down. Yeah, they do. It is.
Including a couple potential game winners. And Cleveland with Zane Gonzalez, I believe he left 11 points on the board, or I should say off the board, with missed extra points and field goals in their loss to New Orleans.
So maybe some kickers that aren't seeing time now aren't even on a team that might be popping up on rosters soon. On first down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for
Yeah, I tell that stat too, Jacob. He also had more broken tackles than the entire NFC North running backs. So yeah, Dalvin is really good. I mean, he's constantly getting hit 5 yards deep in the backfield, and then still getting a yard out of it. That's pretty good. Here's your top of the screen. It's Jared Goff looking, throws it. And it's fumbled! Straight in the arms of the goon, Limbaugh, who runs the wrong way. But the Vikings have the ball at midfield, thanks to a fumble on the middle of the field, picked up by the goon, Limbaugh Joseph.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to fire up.
Dalvin runs, gets nowhere.
But he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him,
are Hill and O'Neal really the biggest concerns, though? How good are the Rams DNs? Because aren't they mostly just, you know, Sue and Donald down the middle?
Again, it's Cook.
Cook had a hold of the left. He doesn't see it, runs to the right, loses a yard.
As they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
Oh, did they move Donald around?
Deeper in the game.
All right. Well, then the game plan is just run where you don't see 99. 99 reasons to not run right there. And Brockers is good too. All right. 3rd and 10 from the 47. The Vikings offense has been god-awful.
And the blitz does come.
Cousins throws underneath to Rudolph, goes nowhere. Gain of a yard on 3rd and 10. They'll call it gain of nothing. There comes the punting unit. Offense is fun to watch.
Understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Oh, on guard Donald. Should have made our whole O-line guard Mike Hughes last game. Well, not Mike Hughes. It's another Hughes name, isn't it? That's a pretty horrible punt for a while. Man, he netted like 20 yards.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hey, oh, Jacob, I said that. I said the Vikings should. I made the deal the Vikings should trade Sendejo. Start Ilaka.
We've got to talk about the ties that we've seen.
Sendejo is not that good. Yeah, he had a really good year last year. Was a Pro Bowl caliber safety. Some people say, you trade them when their value is high, the most out of them. Sendejo may have been worth the offensive guard last year. Maybe if to toss in like a 3rd round pick, so he probably could have got a good offensive guard last year.
The kicking game got both games.
But no.
Really affected in a big way.
What a dumb idea.
Had a field goal blocked. The Vikings could have won. Their field goal kicker missed 3. And Mason Crosby, the Packers, made 1. But the Vikings had called timeout. He had to do it again, and he missed. So there you go. 2 ties in the first 2 weeks.
I wouldn't want to trade. I wouldn't trade Barr to the Packers though, because I don't want that 2 games a year against Anthony Barr. He would. Whenever we would do that, the ex-Viking would have a good game. Well, I think a lot of other teams would want Anthony Barr. Not many teams would turn down a 6'5", 250-pound linebacker that runs as fast as running backs. That had such a good rookie year, and was he a 2- or 3-time Pro Bowler? But that alone would warrant a lot of attention from other teams. And yeah, Jacob, that was a good flashback, wasn't it? Watching Adrian run over the Packers. Yeah, I think Barr definitely still has value.
Goff now perfect since the second half started.
But I don't think the Vikings would get rid of Barr though, because we are really, really weak at linebacker though. I think Ben Gedeon's looked worse than last year. Gurley has a big hole. Eric Hendricks would be our only real linebacker. We could just have fun. We could trade Barr and just do a 3 safety set all the time. That'd be okay. Just do a nickel 3 safety. 3 corners, 3 safeties, 1 linebacker.
Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8.
You don't think Rodgers would get along with them? I think Rodgers just would be happy he wouldn't get tackled by Barr anymore. That'd be a win-win.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley.
Gurley gets swamped.
Right on the midfield logo.
Then Barr could high-five Clay Matthews, be like, yo, dog. You'd have like 4 sacks in the year if your baby quarterback didn't whine last year. Eric Wilson is good. Franchise tag Barr? No. For one, I don't think the Vikings could really afford that. 2, I think if we get Barr, it'd be a long-term thing. For franchise tag just sends a bad message regardless. It just says, it kind of treats players like property. It's like, nah, you can't go anywhere. You'll be here. You see what it did to the Le'Veon Bell? Players do not like the franchise tag. Look, Kirk Cousins. It makes them really want to leave.
More times than not, that was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
But yeah, Jacob, I said that earlier. At this point, Richardson definitely would get signed over Barr, I would think. But based off performance. It's another run up the middle. I don't think so, Jacob. I don't think Barr's price tag will drop a whole lot. One bad year, I don't think we'll do it. I mean, look at Sam Bradford. He got $20 million after a bad year. Just $8 million less than Kirk Cousins. Oh, do we have to start 3 games?
Back to the ground.
Gurley gets stuffed on 2nd and 6. Brings it back down to about 3rd and 10, and it is.
Folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4.
Yeah, $20 million a year to play 3 games.
It's a tough one right there.
Basically $6 million a start. My God. Barr's agent is the GOAT. I mean, not Barr. Bradford's agent is the absolute GOAT. Can you imagine rolling in that Sam Bradford agent money? Oh my God. Yeah, I convinced these dumbass Cardinals to give my client $20 million a year.
Now it's gone.
Underneath the cup, a great catch right near the first down marker. They'll call it a first down, gain of 10.
Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Bradford was your favorite player? What was that so special about Bradford that you like so much? I always thought he was kind of boring. I mean, he was probably my 2nd favorite quarterback when he was here. And then last year he was my 3rd.
Go for it, but as you said, they picked it up.
Have we seen ex-Vikings quarterbacks? I low-key think Teddy has the best chance to be the best out of all 3 quarterbacks from last year. Go a year or two to sit behind Drew Brees.
Fake here on first down.
And it's a big hit. That's Linval Joseph.
And that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, a check down Sam was very... I think Bradford earns the cousin label more than Cousins did of a guy that just can't finish. I don't think Bradford was a very good leader.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards.
I think Cousins has that, and he has the clutch gene. Has the guts to throw it in tight coverage, where I think Bradford would just dump it off to the running back or tight end for 3 or 4 yards.
Especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
You gonna stream the game live from the stadium, Skull highlights? The only thing that needed to silence the haters was Bradford's knee. I think most people would say his arm's good, but his arm count wasn't even that good this year. I think he still obviously has the injuries from last year. As they plow forward for the first down, this will bring us to the 4th quarter. The Vikings offense has been shut down since the 1st quarter. And it's 13-10 LA.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching.
Oh, 2nd row, are you in the end zone or where?
Back now in Los Angeles.
Next to the Vikings sideline? Alright, that could probably be some good shots.
As we get set for the 4th quarter.
Yes, I'm on a PS4. I like Draft Champions, but it's really dumb in Madden 19. I was gonna play it myself after this though, because I'm feeling it. Got 20 people in the live chat, so might as well. Got 20 people watching the stream, so if y'all want to stick around for an extra half an hour or so after this game, because it's been fairly boring with a very lackluster offense, but it is a fairly realistic score. This has probably been the best Madden simulation all the way around this year. So if y'all want, I can play. I can just go ahead and play the Rams again by myself. I'll probably simulate the defense, because you're playing defense. And just play offense. It'd be a really quick game. We'll probably still do 15-minute quarters though, because semi-defense, those games just fly by. Oh, that's pretty cool Skull highlight. So how do you become a Vikings fan then? Gurley gets hammered. Barr's been fantastic in this game, and Barr might low-key be the key of winning the game IRL. Because Barr's so good against running backs. At least in his rookie year, he was so phenomenal.
A little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Alright, so your dad grew up from Minnesota? So your dad had the bikes on? You said, well, the Chargers suck. God, I can't think of what are other California teams. Goff, 3-step drop. He's gonna throw it, and it's Brandon Cooks. He had it, but he dropped it. It's Barr again. He's been great.
Complete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost
Well, that's
like
pretty
there's a
sweet,
couple
Zion.
extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
Well, it's always fun to hear people the first time why they become Vikings fans starting goal. Goff throws it short, almost picked off. That could have been a game changer. Mackenzie Alexander almost a pick six down the sideline, but he dropped it.
I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you.
No, I'm really glad. I was really thinking about going to the Bills game because I wanted to go to the God, I'm so bad at names sometimes. The head coach induction to the Ring of Honor. Denny Green, that's the name, Denny Green. Sorry, I'm a true Vikings fan, I swear. I want to go to the Denny Green Ring of Honor induction. And I thought the Bills game on paper would be a good game coming into the season because they're like, oh, the Bills are a playoff team. They were a bad playoff team. The Vikings are a good playoff team, so it should be a close enough game. The Vikings should still win by 14 or so, right?
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Hey, that's pretty sweet, Jacob. You think this will be the first time we beat the Lions at home?
The kickoff unit.
Man, so your dad's had through a lot of really bad Viking seasons then.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Oh, man. 13 left in the game. 14 to go left until Jacob's bedtime.
Sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without
It's going to be a really close one.
and affect their play.
Yeah, I mean, I just hope the Vikings can stop their receiver that always eats up roads. The Lions do have like all the pieces you really want. Stafford's probably basically Cousins. Cousins looks, throws it, and misses Treadwell by about 10 yards.
And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think?
Okay, I thought you said a good run game, Jacob. I was going to stop you. But yeah, they do have a good run game. Their first 100-yard rusher in like 10 years or whatever it is. Well, probably like 20 years, I think. Another safety off the edge. I bet it's going to be a sack. Cousins looks. He'll actually throw it, and it'll be incomplete. Cousins has been god-awful. 11 for 20, 105 yards. The Rams do have probably a top 3 defense in the NFL. Absolutely loaded all the way around. But Cousins has just been horrid.
I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Is that just your speculation, Jacob? Underneath, Rudolph gets stuffed. Cousins has been so bad in this game. Oh my goodness. I just don't get why Cousins looks so unrealistically bad in Madden. He's been so bad in all these simulations. This is why I really don't want to get the next Madden game, because I think this was a huge step down from the last Madden one. And I'll just rather eat this one to death. Perfect punt for Matt Wild, though. My boy Matt Wild. Best punter in the game. He had to leave. That's the name I've been thinking of today. Yeah, that's really big news for us, Skull Highlights. So then Cousins could really light up the Rams. If you want to protect the middle of the offensive line, maybe David Morgan could stay in and block. But then to eat up the outside, Diggs, Thielen, maybe a little Laquan Treadwell, maybe a little bit of the new guy, Jefferson or whatever.
But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
All right, 1st and 10. Rams are up by 6. Just under 13 minutes to go in the game. And at the 4-yard line, Vikings want turnover. They'll give it to Gurley. Stuck. Eric Kendricks. They'll call it a gain of 2. A very generous spot there.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now.
Yeah, going into this game, or going into the season, Keenum and Cousins had the exact same rating in Madden. I believe I buffed Cousins to an 88, which I think is very fair for Cousins.
When you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless.
I don't think the defense is all to blame, though.
They go play action with Gurley.
Oh, the Vikings had a blitz trip. Throws it deep. It's caught by Woods. Flipping the field position. Double coverage over the top. A beautiful throw. Goff to Woods.
49 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Hallen Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz.
You think so, Jacob?
Got the line engaged because now.
I mean, that would suck, but I can see it. I don't know what the track record is with serious mental health issues are with football players.
For a really good strike.
For like coming back after freakish things like this. I mean, it's such a rare thing, isn't it? So I don't have a precedent to really judge it.
There on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Tavon. That's why I think we really missed him against the Bills. David Morgan's probably he probably blocked better than Riley Reef last game. David Morgan is a very clutch player for the Vikings.
Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
I agree. Neil Hunter is really, really good. 3-step drop. Goff throws it and it's hammered. Whew. So decapitated him as Xavier Rhodes.
Brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult.
Yeah, Andrew, that's a very good point. Well, what kind of I was talking to Jacob earlier. I think if you can get a running game going, that will help our defense quite a bit.
Down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Goff looking. Can't find anybody. Vikings pass rush can't do a dang thing. Weatherly gets it and Goff will throw it away. Great coverage there. Yeah, I believe that we'll put up a fight too, Skull. Just straight up. I think that it's extremely rare to get blown out 2 games in a row.
If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they won't try and pooch it.
And another fake. For those that missed it, the first touchdown of the games on the Rams was on a fake field goal attempt. The Rams studied how awful the Vikings have been on special teams, and they said, yeah, we'll take that action, and we'll be doing fakes all day. The second fake of the day for the Rams. This is a first down. The first one was a touchdown.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now
yeah, Morgan was a little bit limited, though.
Really big play on the fake punt.
2 receivers, top of the screen. Rams are at the 31.
Now it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And stretch play to the right. Gurley trying to get the edge. He can't bear it. This Vikings run defense is legit. Looks like we saw a little Georgia Laka sighting there. He's 31, correct? Is that Georgia Laka?
They got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding.
Yeah, I do expect David Morgan to play, though.
They're going to see more people
3rd and 2 from the 23. Rams have this offense are still kept alive by a fake punt. And they'll run. It's Gurley. He has the whole first down on Rams. Pass the 20 to the 18-yard line. Gurley's nearing 100 yards. Only 2.8 yards a carry. But the Vikings offense hasn't been able to sustain the drives. So so Gurley's been able to get his running attempts, and he's been running the rock.
He thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Yeah, I'm glad Waynes is healthy too. And then I'll say this time of the year last year, Goff has time, throws a strike, Robert Woods first down at there down at the 8-yard line. Gain of 10.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
So, I'll say straight up, I think Goff is probably like a top 15 quarterback. So I don't think he's great. He'll make throws, but their receivers are good. I think their tight ends maybe above average, not great.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here.
Of course, Gurley was last year's MVP. He's really great. DB's really good. Depth behind him's got to be a problem, though. They'll throw it to Kelly. Kelly's got a good lane in front of him, but the Vikings swarm and make the play. Gain of 5.
2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Now, Mike Hughes won't start. I think Hughes will play. He won't start. Mike Hughes will probably be the number 4 corner.
They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
Yeah, good point, Jacob.
To make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
McVay was last year's Coach of the Year. I think McVay's really good, but I don't think he was. I think he was like the 3rd best coach last year. Not sure what y'all think. I think what was it, Doug Peterson, the head coach of the Eagles, should have been number 1. Mike Zimmer should have been 2. McVay 3, then like Belichick 4.
But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it bold. Here we go.
And you're staying salty that you didn't draft a lineman.
This is a big play.
You could feel like Andy Carlson and say how many pick sixes does Henderson have, and Gurley runs in for a touchdown. Or not even Gurley. Some 34, number 34, Scrub Lord. Touchdown, Brown. That might just about ice it. Up by 23 after the kick. I don't know about the Rams linebackers. I don't think they're studs. So there's that. I probably wouldn't say they're great, but they're probably good. They're probably just fine.
They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Alright, everybody, tell Jacob good night. His mom's gonna tuck his sheets in. He's gonna go to bed. It's getting late for him. Underneath, 2-point conversion's good. 24-10, too easy. Up by 2 full touchdowns. See you, Jacob. Glad he came out. I think I'll move this to Tuesday permanently for you.
It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't.
Yeah, who would have guessed, Who would have guessed, Andrew?
At the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get
Good job, Morgan.
Punter. Yeah, it wasn't
1st and 10 from the 25.
Listen, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Yeah, the Vikings are under 100 yards on offense. This is great. And the Vikings love that play. A little 2-yard out route to Rudolph. My God. Like, doesn't make any sense because, like, tendencies are a thing in Madden. Just in, like, their traits. And Cousins is an aggressive thrower. Why are you throwing all these short passes? It makes no sense. Yeah, I think we need Cook to play, and I think we need Cook to play well and run the ball well. Is this supposed to be the color rush game, Gary?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8. 1:27. Vikings offense has been god awful. Cousins looking. Throws it deep. He's got Diggs. Double coverage. Should have been picked. Incomplete. To be fair, there's a good chance that at least Talib or Peters won't be playing. There's also a solid chance that both of them won't be playing. So our offense in real life should be at a much better advantage than having both all-pro corners on the team. All right.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a
Thanks, Shantaro. 3rd and 8. The Vikings are down 2 scores. Halfway through the 4th quarter. Cousins has time, throws a 2-yard pass to Cook. He runs backwards for 5 yards. A loss of 7 on... My God, I think it was actually a loss of 10. I think the Vikings were on the 3rd and 7 or something. One of the dumbest plays I've seen in my life. Look at Cousins. It's like Cook just stumbles forward. Like, what the hell? He actually threw it to me. That's the dumbest thing I've seen in my life too, Cook. Well, of course they will. Every team would make that excuse. The Vikings will go for a 4th and 17. A very unnecessary call here after a giant loss on the last play. Cousins has time to lob it up. And Thielen in quadruple coverage. Nobody was on Treadwell at the bottom of the screen. Desperation. No good. Now the Rams are set up at the 18-yard line. Horrible decision there. They won't play for weeks. It's that bad.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
First and 10 on the 18, Gurley. Going up the middle, he has some room. That should bring us over 100 yards down the rushing on the day. For how good the Vikings have been at stopping the run. Now he's over 100 yards. Only less than 3 yards per carry, though. I can't blame the Vikings defense. Really shut out the Todd Gurley to begin the first half. Alright, Skull Highlights. Have fun at the game. Even if it's a bad game and the Vikings aren't looking so good, it's always fun to be at a football game, so I hope you enjoy yourself.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
God, play action. Looking, throws it, end zone Everett. Out of the 3.
Before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs.
I don't think your numbers are right there, Gentaro. And what do you mean by the top 100? You mean like top 100, like the NFL ranking thing that they do? Goff just that drop. The Vikings blitz. He throws it. Vikings Anthony Barr had it. That could have been a pick 6 to go the other way to give those Vikings some type of momentum. But it's probably the third drop pick six of this game for the Vikings. It's the tail of the game.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it.
Gurley walks into the end zone. This game is over.
Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run.
So are we still feeling this game? Do we want to watch this end of this blowout? We're down by 21. I think I'll play. If they'll let me pause. Alright, we're going to pause this game. We're going to get out of here. Rams beat the Vikings by a lot. It wasn't very pretty, but unfortunately I started Peters. So, it should be fine. Yeah, Chantar, I'm excited for Hunter's success too. But that if it's the NFL player voting thing, I don't know if Hunter will get the type of recognition to get that high on the list too. Now, Iverson was good for a long time, so we'll play myself. Should we just play the Rams? All right, we'll actually make it a little more realistic. We'll take out Peters and the other guy. I don't know why I always forget his name. Manage rosters. I'll play it myself. Yeah, a lot of that voting thing is just 100%. Aqib Talib, that's his name. 100% just not necessarily who's better. So they do have another. Coleman is good too, at least according to Madden. But then Sam Shields and Troy Hill. So we do have some guys to take advantage of those guys. Then we'll throw Kevin. No, he's hurt. Well, it looks like they're very low on corners. Probably something like this, right? Wait. Probably whoever their safety is. I'm not sure who will be their like emergency corners. Yeah, but that voting thing's a lot is just a popularity contest, so don't put too much thought into that. No. Slot. Is there another cornerback thing? Here it is. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, so now we got their best 2 corners out of the game. Now I will play for realsies. I'm not going to play defense though, because defense is just boring in Madden. We'll do it in LA. I always go the wrong way when I go through teams, I swear. And also, I don't want this to go on all day. God dang it. Back there here. Let's go to the Vikings. All pro shirt. Alright. 15-minute quarters. And let's go. So this should be a lot of fun. Playing offense Madden is usually fun. Defense is usually god-awful boring. So that's why we sim the offense. They have some fun simulation things. You can either sim, do like and only do like the important plays, the highlights, the third downs and such, or you can just sub all offense, all defense, whatever you want, or you can like sub to the end of the drive, first half, quarters, whatever. So that's one of the few things that Madden is pretty good at. I think because they know their game's trash, they want you to be able to skip the parts that you don't want to play. Well, alright, we'll skip all the important stuff.
Thank you much.
We get to see some actual good Vikings defense. Let's see a reader. Okay, we aren't returning it, so I won't play it. Alright, so you go to Super Sim. Custom play options. Play all offense, baby. And we'll go fast. And here we go. 33, got pretty good field position. Now this is my custom Vikings playbook, so this will bring us out with a 2 tight end set here. Alright. should be absolutely busted.
It's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook.
And then I love doing a little no huddle here, especially after a good little gainer there.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup.
We have a play action. We don't have a play action on this side. There we go.
Play fake. Cousins.
Ah, this was a little bit early. I think that was probably perfect on that throw. That was awful. You're excited. He's young and injury free. That's all it takes. That's fine.
Any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Oh yeah, I saw that cutback. I saw that cutback.
As he takes it down to the 49.
I see you with that cutback. I see you with that cutback. All right, play action over the top. Oh, we got it. Just tap circle. Just tap circle. Just tap circle. Just tap circle. Too easy. I'm gonna try to walk you through what I saw here. I'll walk you through exactly what I saw. Alright, so I didn't know huddle here. I know I'm doing crossers where Thielen will be right in this area, right? So I see him bite. So I know there won't be anybody there. I don't see anybody drop out into the zone over there. So I know I still have that crosser. I see the blitz is coming, so I don't have time. So I just tap circle as soon as I can. That'll be a lob pass to give Thielen just a little bit more separation. I take that big hit. That's a 15-yard penalty in NFL today in Madden. But we get to him for a big gainer. Too easy. There we go. We're going to score our first drive, boys. And I love inside zone runs in Madden.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Especially when you don't have a good offensive line. Usually it works pretty well.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Yeah, you see they're going to blitz the safety here.
Cousins now on second down.
Look at that. Look at that read. Look at that read, Stephen Morgan. Get in the end zone. Get in the end zone. Oh, dive. I wanted that dive. Give me that dive.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward.
Oh, goal line fade.
And that's something
My boy
Robinson.
Robinson. Man, they ain't even trying to stop the run. They ain't even trying to stop the run. They ain't even trying to stop the run. Team celebration. Too easy. All pro. All pro does nothing on me. Team celebration. Look at that team celebration. Are we sniping him? I'm not even sure what he's trying to do there.
And they're able to.
I think Dalvin Cook might be a little bit autistic. Alright, tied game. It's alright though. That's too easy.
The football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Looks like they might have it covered. But I don't really have a better play. So let's go with it.
Here's Cook as they begin.
Oh, he was unblocked. That was a bad cut. If he was blocked like I thought I saw,
It's a loss of
I would have been better. This is probably one of my favorite short yardage plays.
Quick observation.
He just booed out the tight end.
In this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I didn't have much else to do there. This ain't looking good, boys. 30 long from the 24. Unfortunately for them, I got mid-high low, which is mid-high low in my success rate.
A lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball.
It's Thielen, first down, too easy. Oh, boys, too easy. Too easy. Alright, we've been doing a lot of running the ball on first down, so we'll run out in a run formation and we'll pass it.
He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me.
At midfield. Oh, no huddle here. Oh, a little strong toss off the edge. Oh, this could be dirty, boys. They ain't ready for this. They ain't ready for this. Give me that hit. Ah, first down, boys.
6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone. And
Again,
show
just
that they can run the
absolutely
football.
too
I believe
easy.
that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So
Oh, we got Rudy shaking up, taking a little breather.
First and 10 at the
They're blitzing that safety, fine.
Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
It looked like, I don't know why I was covered so late. Was that just really good coverage or what? I read that as a zone. I think what slowed me down is that Conklin got slowed up, so then I didn't get that cleared out as fast as I wanted to. Yeah, maybe if I would have stepped up in the pocket, again, it was just a good time for that blitz.
One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I want to trap him.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at
That wasn't
midfield
good.
after a gain of only a couple.
Yeah, my lineman did the wrong thing. I don't know if any of you played football, especially offensive linemen, but in a trap play, you want to trap the guys lined up in the one gap, and the one gap's the gap to the right of the center, between the center and guard. So you want to avoid him, have the other guard pull, basically just hit him out of the hole.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long
I gotta be careful not to throw a pick here.
Cousins now from the 50. He's got it complete.
Oh, that's dirty. Where are we at though? This is field goal range, boys. I think that's field goal range. 55 yards. I don't trust Bailey. More than 4, I think we go for it.
With those faster passes and they're going that
Just
fast,
because I don't think we can trust Bailey.
If you miss, might be bigger.
4th and 4, they lined up in the dime. I really want to. Or they're just gonna make it easy there. You're just gonna make it too easy. Let me have that easy slant.
And he pops it up in the air for the defenders.
I wanted to run the ball.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake
Yeah,
their
stay in the
heads. Not only
dime.
do they allow
Just
the
stay in the
conversion,
dime.
Big play as well. They'll run with Cook.
Just stay in the
And
dime.
he will score. Touchdown.
I'm too good at this game. All
Great
pro.
play
All
there
pro who?
with his second
All pro who?
touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are able to strike for
All
6.
pro who? Alright, guys, our defense. Alright, we gotta stop here. That's all we need.
So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take
All
over.
we needed was
They've
one
got it
stop and
1st
win.
10.
Alright, so they. Not with Murray. We ain't gonna go. Nothing I can do outside runs with freaking Murray.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
Ah, come on, Diggs. Come on, Diggs. Is anybody else getting open there? I know there was a
As I watched
blitz.
that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd.
Oh yeah, it's David Morgan. Too easy. Getting my boy David Morgan.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
What's up, Panda Squad? Sorry if you came here looking for the simulation. The Rams destroyed the Vikings, so I swapped it over. That's good. Let's try it.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
It's not how that play's supposed to work, because there's nobody lined up in the gap that you're supposed to trap. But there's a gap there nonetheless, so I just ran with it and took it.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, a beautiful throw. A beautiful throw. They had the guy drop back. He dropped it? Are you kidding me? So that was my bad, though. I should have threw that one a lot earlier. Because, see, the corner takes that little zone right there, and he goes for that end guy. So I had to lob it over his head. And right over his head, throwing right to him. And it should have been a catch. That should have been a catch.
This is not a bad throw, but the collision
Oh,
came
another
at the
high-low.
exact time.
High-low. I like this play because if they blitz the linebacker, Rudy's wide open.
I think you're right.
Or if he drops deep like that, he's wide open. I like him in those third and mediums. It's too easy. It's too good of a play. It's too good of a play.
Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
We'll go down the middle again. We've been doing a lot of outside plays. So you know if you got two backed up wide receivers in the game.
Made sure the quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to one.
And just throw it to C.J. Ham. All you need C.J. Ham, the best player on the team.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Hey, Treadwell and Ham, we got this blocked up. We got this blocked up. If Ham would get the inside guy, he probably had 55 yards.
On the play back at the 44.
If C.J. Ham doesn't go for the corner and get the safety out of blitzing. I can't believe that. Can't believe what I just saw.
They may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They keep it on the ground, but this
Oh, shit. I didn't follow my block good enough. And we also had Murray in the game. He's trash.
down to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
We're going to keep Morgan in the game.
Here's Cousins.
Oh, Treadwell, did you catch it? Treadwell cuts the damn ball. Treadwell.
Free and brings up fourth.
Treadwell.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Hopefully it's a good punt.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken.
At the 13, we'll tell you.
13-yard line here.
All right, defense doing good.
So this offense will head back out there already an excellent.
Oh, it must have had a pick six or something, or an interception or something.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
Wide open, too easy.
For a Minnesota touchdown.
Hey, blitz everybody. I got digs, boy. I got digs. I got digs.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
And this is basically the same idea of the play like earlier, but Rudolph instead of Morgan.
They go play action here on first down. Now the hit comes and Cousins lost.
God damn it, Compton. Go for the ball. He just runs around the ball. Oh.
Just outside of the 10.
So much for thinking Cousins is good.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble.
I don't know why the game tried to trick me like it was actually a running play at all. Like, just let me see where my quarterback's going.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
They're off coverage. We're gonna slant.
Second down, Cousins.
Got block. Got Treads.
And he's brought down.
Tread.
Getting this one up to about the 35.
Underneath play.
The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. To throw is Cousins.
I'll take it. They'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, they need a breather.
6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was
3,
an incompletion. They would have picked it off.
1.
Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
All right.
Stayed in great communication.
Just like in the
As each
simulation,
ran
we have
across each
plenty
zone,
of time. You
you
don't
see
need
them
to rush
running,
it.
Communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each
They're in
defender.
the nickel.
Ended up making a nice play.
Yeah.
Even though it was complete.
The matchup, we want to run the ball.
Again, this is Cook.
If we can break just the one tackle.
Scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
I like 4 birds here for the third and medium, so they probably aren't expecting a deep throw.
They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this
the
up
inside
to the
zone.
47.
If they stay in the dime, we're running this.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now.
Oh my God! If runners would get the right guy, we had about 25 yards there. But he goes against the guy in the stands. You guys could block the fan in the third row. Oh my God!
Second down play.
I don't know how you could actually be that stupid.
Cousins now.
Oh, still a little bit late on that throw. A little bit late.
Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But
another one of these plays I really like on third down.
When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs.
I should have lobbed that one. That was my bad again. I should have lobbed it instead of trying to drill it in there. That's alright.
Let's go ahead and try and
Actually, let's put some backspin on it.
Of the linebackers. Yeah,
let's go this way.
Stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks.
Beautiful.
And make the play.
Punt.
Defense,
Within the 10, I'm the punting guy.
Make sure they don't get there.
Oh, they still have all 3 timeouts, so we should be fine.
This offense ready to
Here we go. Get ran by the Vikings. I like it.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting.
I'll be running away from that. Thank you. Be running. If CJ Ham would ever get the first guy, my God, we'd be a 1,000-yard rusher already in this game.
And maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups.
What's up, Brands Mark Handens?
You like what your game plan's showing you.
And
now Cousins. And complete. Right side, the tight end route.
Oh, almost got the first time, just by a half a yard.
1-yard line. Only 3 yards.
Let's line up in a run formation.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's
do a
never a
halfback
bad idea
toss
to try to get
Reno.
the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Oh, if my boy Diggs can get that block, we got it.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first
Let's go to the other side now. Let's get to the other side now.
There, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They run again on 1st down. Cook.
Let's go to the other side now.
45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
No, PA shot.
Run, and I have to tell you, some of the
Oh, they got
coaches
2 deep safeties. This ain't gonna work.
always different when they see
Just
a guy
out the middle.
running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open.
Yeah, Murray.
The coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable
Run up in another
second
run
down.
formation.
A very solid gain on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Eluding the pressure right.
Nah.
And seeing nowhere to throw.
Nah.
This one away from home.
I think I had a
Incomplete.
split hole where I could do it to the tight end. Another high-low situation, why
Vikings
not?
on 3rd down. 6
Plays
conversions
too
and
good.
9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up.
It's
This will be 3rd and 5.
Man coverage. Oh, we're just going to leave Rudolph wide open. Or just leave Rudolph wide open, whatever you feel like doing.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Or just leave Rudolph just wide-ass open. Who cares?
12 yards
It's just
there as
Rudolph.
They keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being
I saw that single coverage. I'll take that single coverage, boy.
None of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that one results in 35 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll throw again. Cousins looking middle.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? That's a touchdown.
And that'll on second down.
No way.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
How are you gonna tell me he didn't have his feet in bounds? He was so open. He was so open. That's a linebacker on Thielen.
Cousins again.
Or to Diggs. Oh, Treadwell, you gotta catch the ball. Do we have a fullback run? I just want to do a fullback run.
How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Fullback run. Fullback dive. Thank you.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet.
We're going for it, by the way. This is 4-down territory at the 1. Are you kidding me? CJ, the man, Ham.
Fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
All right. We got the ball back already.
So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the
Put
field.
the nail in the coffin, huh? Do we have a... come back, scene. That's fine. I don't... You gotta give some respect to Diggs' name, boy. Yeah, respect Stephon Diggs, boy. You gotta catch the ball, boy. I shouldn't have lobbed it up so much, though.
Pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing, and on that one, they had the fly.
Oh, dime! This is so open.
With the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Cousins.
Oh, if I would have thrown that right away, I think we had it. I don't know how it's only a gain of 1. Are you kidding me? I don't get forward progress. That was the dumbest thing I've seen in my life. It's alright, the first bad drive of the day.
And they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Nah, kid.
Open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1.
Alright, nothing. Good job, D. Gotta get back where we're good at. Gotta run the ball. Especially behind my boy David Morgan.
See if that trend continues. And now come the Vikings. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
A gain of 4.
The motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's get on this drive.
I don't know how he got that hand on that. That had him easy. A little mid-high low, why not? Why not? Oh, she's gonna call it. I'll play it.
Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On third down,
You're gonna give me 6 yards, boy? You're gonna give me 6 yards to Rudy.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Play action deep shot.
Game for him there.
PA deep shot to deal it. Man, he's making it too easy to run though.
Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches.
Now will they back off when we do my play action pass?
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
They might.
They go play action. Cousins.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. Just lob it over the linebacker to Thielen. That's beautiful. That's BA beautiful. Alright. I think we're fine at being up 31
to
10.
Versus his own defense. Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Yeah. I had 7 guys blocking it, and none of them step up and block Aaron Donald. I had 3 extra guys in the backfield. What are they doing? Or what are they doing? Look at this guy. Oh, hey, you good, coach? You good? I'm CJ Ham. No, I don't need to block anybody. What do you mean I gotta block somebody? I'm doing all I'm blocking this invisible guy right here. What do you mean? Cool.
Drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Cousins to throw it. Quick throw.
A tread? That tread? Hey, little Quan Treadwell, huh?
5-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route.
Tight end attack him.
Trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
Lob it up more, dog. Don't just. What a dumb throw. Lob it up to Kyle Rudolph in the back of the end zone, man.
But it's incomplete.
Maybe should have gone for it. And we got by 10. Quarter to go. On the best of red offense. We should be fine. Oh, they got a touchdown.
So the football will be at the 25.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal, boys. Our defense is some god-awful trash. You're not giving respect to Stephon Diggs, boy. You ain't respecting Diggs. We had him. Where's my block? We had him.
Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
It's just a 4-man blitz. How they get in there? Is Reef just horrible or what? I look at him. Diggs had a step on him. Diggs had him. Diggs had him. I'm trying to throw right here. I'm trying to throw right here. Yeah, I think NFL you throw that. I think NFL gets that throw off.
Than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And Rudolph has it. The tight
Yeah, we'll take that on 2nd down. Gets us back to a very manageable 3rd down. We take those. We absolutely take those. Ooh, at angle? I like this play. Nobody's covering the fullback on 3rd down. But I'm throwing the fullback on 3rd down. Absolutely.
Athlete a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Cousins. He's got a man.
Nobody's expecting the fullback on 3rd down. They even had, that's probably cover 1 zone defense. Cover 1 zone D. Oh, it's cover 2. I don't know why he wasn't doing anything then.
They had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
I guess we'll run to this way to David Morgan.
Now Cook.
Yo,
taking it
Cook.
across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th
Those
as
deep
it was way
safeties.
back in the 1st.
They scared of my deep bomb. Unfortunately, nobody can block the middle linebacker.
At this rate,
that's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be
He was blitzing. Ain't no excuse though. Oh, blitz the mic.
here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see
Yeah,
a lot
catch
of
your
it.
boy.
And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
Oh, CJ. CJ. Is that cover 2? Probably cover 2.
2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, huh.
Being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's
A little
hands.
skinny post action, huh? We're right near field goal range.
In the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing his Cousins.
You guys make it too easy on
He's
me.
able to find Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
You're gonna make it just way too easy.
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Nickel.
From the red zone now, Cousins. His throw.
You're gonna make it too easy.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Again, it's Cousins.
Oh,
The field, but it's incomplete.
he tried it.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Let's try a little halfback toss, actually, you know?
They will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye.
Oh, it's Latavius. They went for it hard. He bit on that one hard. Alright, that's GG's. My God, the defense is horrible.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll get this one up to the 26. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the
so I'm not sure, but in the last Madden, it would be kind of glitchy. And when you do simulations, it wouldn't really take a lot of time off the clock. So your defense would get really tired and they would really start to suck. Oh my God. Just not allowed to run by Aaron Donald. You know, he's supposed to be in double team in that play.
At the same time, not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Alright, what are we doing here? Let's do 4 verts, huh? They've been neglecting our deep game. We just have a little slant underneath for Rudolph.
Cousins from the gun.
A little safety valve. Because why not? Down the middle, Rudy.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out. Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
No.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Going deep for Diggs.
If I had the formation I had right away, I probably would have had it. But I pressed the wrong button, so.
Got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that
a rare screen. I just don't like screens in this game usually.
Said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Alright. Let's see how that works.
2nd down throw for Cousins.
See, you have 3 guys that let the 2 get through.
6. And now 3rd down. Now that screen there.
That's why I usually just hate screens in this game. If I lose this game, it's because I try to do a screen play.
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intent.
Oh, I decided to get the guy to clear, and I would have Thielen. I had Thielen. I just didn't have enough time to get it to him.
It'll be a loss of 7. From Detroit to Miami, and now with the Rams, Sue is such a load, Charles.
And what a pickup from Miami for the Rams.
Was that a bad punt?
As well, because for the Rams,
that was okay.
It's a 1-year contract.
Are you kidding me? It's a tied game, boys. Apparently, our defense is actually AIDS.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range.
I think I gave me way too much time, though.
Just that. Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Treadwell.
Picked off by Sam Shields. And a big
He's got like 4 inches on him. It's a beast game. Oh well. We'll just win it in overtime, I guess.
as this
Because the
offense gets
defense
set to
is
take
trash.
over. The Vikings now heading onto the field.
The middle of the field's
First
wide
drive
open.
here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it?
I want to do an outside run.
Now the crowd really wants to be involved.
I just want to do a halfback toss.
That first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team
Oh,
takes
that's
it downfield
covered
and
though.
scores
I
a
need to do a
touchdown,
play action.
it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. Rudolph showing the power.
There you go.
He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who
Could
can
be
make
a
a
first
play
down.
at any spot on the field.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you,
Really?
he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running game working. They'll stick
Oh, I had a hole.
down.
I tried to cut it that one back way too
Times here
soon.
today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
You're right at field goal range. We need some yards.
Now a second down throw for
That should
Cousins.
help. That should help.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Come on, me and my controller just a little bit dying.
He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
I
Oh,
think that's exactly what's going through his head
Oh.
right now.
let's go.
Putting them in a position to win the game.
Let's go, Dalvin. We won, baby. Oh, too easy.
It's absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Woo.
A partner, a great game that we got to
I
see.
think that's a good
Making
way
it
to end it,
extra
boys.
special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing.
I'm curious of how bad the Vikings defense played. Holy
You really
cow.
just wanted 4 quarters.
No,
what
I
you
don't.
wanted, but how much fun
mean,
was that?
345
That type of a
yards.
game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.
Why you feed the
on
beast?
EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From
That's why you
Los
feed the
Angeles,
beast, baby.
So long, everybody.
Alright, so let's look at some stats. My boy Cousins, 28 for 45, 406 yards, 62% throwing, one for one. A Goff, oof. Goff was even a little bit better. Gurley was ran only 4.3 yards per carry. I mean, that's not even that good. I mean, 32 attempts. Oof. I don't know how he got that many attempts. I'm pretty sure Madden knows the thing where it glitches still. Well, they don't get enough time off the clock, so I don't think there's no way he gets 32 attempts and he gets 30. They got 62. Was it 62 snaps basically? And Brandon Cooks 127, Cup 68. Boy, and we had 300-yard receivers. Are you kidding me? That's gotta be some type of a record. Shout out for Dalvin, 3 for 0. We'll give up all them sacks. Elfline and Reef, okay. Oh, we got Barley in the team in tackles. Donald got a sack, you got a sack. Richardson got a sack, Weatherly got a sack. Alright, guys, I think that was a fun way to end it. So thanks everybody who joined for even a little bit. The simulation didn't go very well, but this one it was a lot of fun. So Vikings won the real part of the simulation, 44-38. And we'll see you at the next one. My game preview should be up tomorrow. Hopefully I'm not too busy.